Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are talking again about some of those little nitty gritty pieces of the Rider Waite Tarot deck and what some of the maybe lesser known cards, less common cards, cards that Hollywood has not taken advantage of, what those meanings are for those cards. So, in that respect, I have a pip card for you. So, pip cards are the cards that are basically typically numbered 1 through 9 or 2 through 9 and then the ace in a standard deck of playing cards. I'm sorry, through 10. Yes, obviously, all the way to 10. The but I'm looking at the 9, that's why. So I have the 9 of wands. Wands in a standard playing card deck are going to be representative of the suit of clubs. So the suit of clubs is like the little 3-leaf clover looking thing. And of course, we've got our little leaves at the top of our wands. Wands represent fire. Interestingly enough, even though there are growth and things like that happening, they represent fire, which also is representative of kind of our passions and our hobbies and the things that, play on words intended, ignite us and get us going. So this can also be education based and all of those kinds of things. So I find it really interesting that this card comes up as we're reaching, for many of us in the United States, the end of the school year. So as we reach the end of the school year, we kind of feel like we got all our ducks in a row, but we've already started planning for next year in a lot of cases too. Teachers out there, hi. Yeah, so this guy, he's kind of got a bandage on his head. His face, I love the facial expressions on these. His face is kind of like, one more day kind of thing. Didn't I figure this out already? So the 9 of wands, we've got all of our ducks in a row or all of our wands in a row, except for the one he's got in his hand. And he's like, well, where do I put this one? What do I do with this one? So while the 9 of wands is very much about what is next and what is to come, it is also about sustaining what we've learned. So looking back on our work that we have done and going, okay, how do I sustain this? How do I maintain this? What is the pattern here? How can I grow from the lessons that I've learned? When we look at this and we want to say, oh, it's the successes, yeah, but it's the lesson more than it is the success, because it doesn't always necessarily mean success. It doesn't always mean a victory, a win, but it is an assessment. So when you look at this, it's like, okay, I can look at what I did, apply what I did, and then go, how do I move forward from here? Whereas with other cards that are 9s and it's clearly either a success or a giant failure, we'll talk about those when we get to them. But this one is the data collection aspect of it. It is, how did I learn that? What did I do? What can I manipulate for next time? The interesting thing with this, the planet that is kind of associated, I guess it's not really a planet, the moon is associated with this one. And we know that the moon has a lot to do with the kind of hidden secrets of ourselves, hidden secrets of the world, shadow work, things like that. So again, assessment, looking at those things that we can learn from ourselves and really analyzing how things are going. I think that that's pretty clear just by the imagery in this, but it's interesting to know that, like, hey, the moon is represented here too. The other side to this that I like to talk a little bit about is that it is representative of the 3rd chakra, which is like our solar plexus area, and it's the shielding spot on our bodies. So it's the shielding energy. It's kind of usually represented by the color yellow. And with that, you want to make sure that you are maintaining good health or good kind of metaphysical health, good psychic health, energetic health, however you want to put it, because as you're working on these things, you can experience burnout. So looking at this card, it is assessment, it is trial and error, it's looking at those lessons, and it's making sure that you're not experiencing burnout and stepping away and thinking about those things before you do experience burnout. That's kind of the burnout side, is the 9 of swords, but we'll get to that one. Yes, if I haven't already. In any case, I hope you're enjoying these. I'm really enjoying kind of doing a little deep dive. I do have a new deck of cards that has been lent to me by one of my students. So next month in June, I'll be talking a little bit about, like, I guess we'll call it a kinder, gentler, more adorable deck. But I'll talk more about that later too. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. I'll see you again soon. Bye.